This video is brought to you by CatBeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel tonight. This is your NXT review for tonight's show, September 27th, 2017. Adam Cole, baby! Tonight on NXT. And I want to get this out there, and I know you guys sensed it. I know you guys felt the same about tonight's NXT. They used a lot of supporting players tonight. They used a lot of people that aren't relatively known in NXT. They didn't use the bigger names that they're accustomed to using. There was no Aleister Black in the ring. There was no Hideo Itami. There was no Johnny Gargano. Yes, we've seen Adam Cole and Eric Young, but we didn't see a Drew McIntyre or a Roddy Strong. We didn't see none of the bigger guys. The guys that we've seen in major storylines over the past couple of months. Yeah, we've seen a Cassius and an Adam Cole and Eric Young, but the majority of this episode relied on talent that is going to be talked about going into 2018. And that's why I like this episode so much, man. Tonight was a fun episode of NXT. Tonight relied on the supporting players. Tonight relied on giving the top guys the night off, but you can still have a great show that a crowd is so into without a major name. That's what I got out of tonight's show. I don't know if you guys were thinking the same thing, but I know you were watching the same show that I was watching on Twitch, and that's the first thing that I noticed. I know I didn't say it in the stream, but I want to save those types of thoughts for the video. I know you guys were thinking the same thing. A lot of supporting players on NXT tonight, and it still made for an enjoyable and fun show for tonight's NXT, man. And yes, it was definitely, I know it was for a fact, the first set of fresh TV tapings. So the crowd is hot. We see normally, as these tapings go on into the fourth week, because we all know NXT tapes a month in advance. By the fourth week, this crowd is dead. Because they've seen 4 hours of wrestling at this point. So, tonight was great. It was fun. It was energetic. It was lively. And it relied on supporting players, which I definitely picked up on and I definitely enjoyed. But I want to thank everybody for coming out to the Twitch stream, man. I have a blast every single Wednesday, man. And I'm going to make it, I think I'm going to make it a point to go buy a specific beer for Wednesdays, man. It just makes the show so much more enjoyable. It really does. It makes the whole fucking live streaming atmosphere that much more enjoyable, man. I gotta thank, again, James for getting me this beer, man. It's right here. Tetra City, Modern Times. It was, and it's an IPA, and I don't drink IPAs, man. I did an unboxing. If you guys want to go see it, I did a care package. James sent me a whole care package. This was in it with coffee and WWE action figures, man. If you guys want to see that, it's live on the channel right now. I'll leave you guys a link in the video to the annotation. We drank this entire bottle on live stream, and it was delicious, man. Citrus hops, so good, so light, and we had a good time on Twitch. If you guys are not following me on Twitch, man, you better do so, because it's the place to be on Wednesday nights, and I'm hoping when I get a new setup, it's going to be the place to be for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and pay-per-view Sundays, man. But follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/JD from New York. It's all spelt out. New Twitch, new channel. JD from New York on Twitch, man. Make sure you guys do that. Lots of good stuff coming. We got WWE 2K18 coming. We got Destiny stuff coming. Raids and Trials of the Nine. We got Call of Duty coming up. We got some great shit coming up on the Twitch channel, man. Make sure you guys are followed. And if I'm worth a subscription, I am now taking subscriptions over there on Twitch, because now I am now an affiliate partner on Twitch.com, man. So thank you guys so much for bringing me to that point as well. Follow me on Twitter, at JDFROMNY206. I can't wait for Twitter to be updated with the 240 character limit with the tweets. Because, you know, I got a lot of shit to say about WWE when I'm live tweeting during Raw and SmackDown and pay-per-views, man. 240 characters would be perfect for JD. Now, if only they added an edit tweet. Because if we make a typo, we can go back and edit our own tweets. I don't know why they didn't do that before they did the 240 characters. But It's great, man. I love that shit. And I'm glad I could get my point across on my tweets, more so now with more characters. So make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, JD from NY206. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell for all notifications. Turn it on, man, because I upload daily each and every week, and you guys are not going to want to miss Off the Script this weekend. Episode 189, part number 1, we're going to talk about a whole slew of news articles, man, coming from WWE this week with the Bullet Club invading Monday Night Raw, what Vince McMahon thought about it, my thoughts on a possible Shield reunion, who they're really going up against at TLC, all this, plus so much more on Off the Script this weekend, man, episode 189. Let's get into the NXT review, man. Like I said, I enjoyed this episode of NXT. It focused on a lot of undercard talent. Obviously, the main event of Adam Cole versus Sanity's Eric Young. Main event of tonight's NXT. The show opened up, though, with Sanity kicking things off. Eric Young in the ring. He's saying that they wrote the book on showing up to make their mark, and all that matters is chaos. So all that matters to them is chaos. Tonight, Eric Young says he is taking Cole to the edge of sanity. So I'm really liking what's going on right now, man. It just feels more important than what's going on with WWE on the main roster, on Raw and SmackDown. This is a faction that we've seen in WWE NXT. We've seen them in NXT be built up. We've seen them just go through the motions. They're now NXT Tag Team Champions, and now they finally have a threat in Undisputed with Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. I'm enjoying this, man. You want to know why I'm enjoying this? Because it feels organic. It doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel forced. It's two factions, literally, fighting for dominance in NXT. Sanity's been there for a year now, over a year. And Adam Cole's coming in with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Red Dragon, and they want to stake their claim to NXT. This is their era. This is their undisputed era. And it doesn't feel forced like it feels, you know, with the Shield and Roman Reigns and getting the Shield back together, the Miztourage and all this nonsense going on. After 1 week, it feels forced. We know it feels forced. We know why WWE is doing it. We know their initiative behind a Shield reunion. Nothing else worked with Roman Reigns. So they're like, well, what if we do a Shield reunion? Nothing else worked, so maybe this is our last-ditch effort. You know, the crowd responded to it very well. They cheered Roman with the Shield, right? They had him beat up on Monday Night Raw. This is WWE's last-ditch effort to get the fans on Roman's side. It's not going to work. Whatever they got going on for TLC, yeah, it might be a Band-Aid, but after TLC, and when we get closer to WrestleMania, you don't think people are going to understand what you're doing? Especially if Roman wins. If Roman wins the Royal Rumble in Philly again, I'm going to make an attempt to be there in Philadelphia. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to make an attempt to be there Thursday through Sunday for the Royal Rumble in Philadelphia. So if you people who reside in Philadelphia want to see JD in January, I'm going to make an attempt to be there. And if Roman Reigns is going to win the Royal Rumble in Philly again, to the same reaction, if not worse, than when he did it a couple of years ago with The Rock giving him endorsement, I don't want to make this about bashing the Shield reunion or giving you guys fucking bombs, fire about a possible Shield reunion, the truth about a possible Shield reunion. I don't want to do that. We'll save that for Off the Script. You guys heard a glimpse of it on Monday Night Raw because I was heated. I was heated. I don't like it. WWE had many opportunity to do something with the Shield. Several times. Now you're waiting? Now you're waiting. And against the Miztourage? Or some of the Miztourage and Sheamus and Cesaro, Braun Strowman, a mixture of all those individuals. It's not going to work. That's not special to me. That's not special to me. If you guys heard my Monday Night Raw review, you know I was spitting straight truth. Anybody who denies me in that Monday Night Raw review, you clearly are a complete idiot. You have no brain. You shouldn't be talking wrestling. You shouldn't even be watching wrestling. Period. This feels organic. This feels natural. It's two stables in NXT that are fighting over territory. Who's going to be the most dominant stable? That's why I like it. That's why it feels right. It feels good. Anyway, I got completely off track there. Lars Sullivan versus Oney Lorcan. I'm telling you right now. This was the first match that opened NXT tonight. I'm telling you right now. Lars Sullivan is going to be the Braun Strowman of 2018. Braun Strowman is the MVP of WWE in 2017. I'm not saying that Lars Sullivan is going to be the MVP of WWE in 2018, but he will be the second making or the second coming of the monster among men in WWE, man. Lars Sullivan looked the best he has looked tonight against Oney Lorcan. My God, is the guy money. The first thing that I noticed is when his theme music hit, the WWE cameras panned over to the crowd and focused on two guys in the crowd headbanging to Lars' theme song. If that doesn't get you excited about Lars Sullivan, I don't know what will, because that's going to catch on. That's going to catch on. Lars has a beast theme. I love it. Lars is a beast in himself. The guy has got money written all over him, man. There's just something about his ring attire that I don't like. I think it's the red. I don't think the red suits him. If it was black, maybe it would be good. But red, I don't know, man. I think the red is a soft color for Lars. I like black better for Lars, you know? He's got the knee brace. He's got the epic beard. He's got the bald head. Guy is absolute money on NXT. This was a perfect match for Lars Sullivan on NXT. Oney Lorcan. Oney Lorcan is a Boston native. Oney Lorcan is a scrappy guy. He is tough as nails. He will go out there and risk his body to put on a show. That's why I love, and everybody loves Oney Lorcan, man. The guy is physical. Lars needed physical. There was nobody else better than Oney Lorcan, man. The open hand palm strikes, the knife edge chops, the European uppercuts that we've seen in this match, man. This match went 3 minutes. And this was the best squash match of 2017. Oney Lorcan did a over-the-top rope dive. I swear to God, man, it looked like he was jumping off a fucking building. Oney Lorcan dove over the top rope, cleared that motherfucker by at least 5 feet, dove onto Lars Sullivan, and Lars caught him on the outside and slammed him on the steel barricade that was the ramp. Done. Done. Slammed him. Actually, no, he didn't slam him on the steel barricade. He caught him. I'm sorry. He caught him and slammed him on the ring apron. He caught him and slammed him, power slammed him, threw him into the ring apron. The only other thing I don't like about Lars Sullivan, besides his ring attire, is his finishing move, man. It's like I don't know, it's like a Winds of Change, Wade Barrett type move. It's like he catches the guy, he's got him on his shoulder, and then slams him down to the mat. Not something that I picture from Lars Sullivan being a finishing movement. It's got to be a little bit more devastating. It's got to be a little bit more impactful for Lars Sullivan. But whatever we've seen here tonight, man, Oney Lorcan gave this guy a fight. He gave this guy brutality, the best that he could, being that Lars is being built up as a monster. Lars Sullivan is going to be the biggest thing in NXT in 2018. Mark my words. This guy is going to be the next coming of Braun Strowman in WWE, if they continue down this path. He's got everything you need. He's got the look, he's got the size, he's got the feel, he's got the theme. Lars Sullivan's going to be a beast. And the fact that he's in WWE 2K18, that says a lot to me, man. That says that WWE is getting behind Lars Sullivan moving forward in NXT. I can't wait to see what they got with Mr. Lars Sullivan, man. Ruby Riot. Ruby Riot, ready to face the iconic duo again, but she wants to make it clear that she's not friends with Nikki Cross. So Nikki Cross, as you guys know, last week teamed with Ruby Riot against Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. Ruby Riot wants you guys to know that she's not friends with Nikki Cross and that Nikki Cross has her own agenda. So we'll see what happens with that. Heavy Machinery versus Demetrius Bronson and Patrick Scott. I mentioned on the Twitch stream that Heavy Machinery reminds me of a modern-day natural disasters. I see Otis Docevic being the typhoon of this team. Seriously. That's what I see, man. Tucker Knight, I see as the earthquake. I think they're a take on what the natural disasters were in WWF back in the old school days. They move like them. They double team like them. I know it's a comparison that a lot of people are making. I'm letting you guys know that's exactly what I see too. Demetrius Bronson. This guy looked like, both of these guys, Patrick Scott and Demetrius Bronson, look like grade A WWE 2K17 creative players, man. That's what they look like. Demetrius Bronson had, if you could picture Kofi Kingston and R-Truth fused together, that's Demetrius Bronson. It was laughable. He had slacks that you'd find in WWE 2K17 in the Creator Workshop. Patrick Scott, he had this generic look. He looked like a fucking toothpick, Patrick Scott. But these guys got trash compacted. This was a squash. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. I don't even know why I went 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Heavy Machinery just toyed with them pretty much. Trash compactor for the double pin at 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Heavy Machinery beat Bronson and Scott in a squash match on NXT. Regal was outside the Performance Center, and he was giving an interview. Johnny Gargano walked outside as if he was leaving training. He was leaving the Performance Center. Regal said, Gargano, Johnny, come here. And Regal says that he got his text message or voice message about wanting a rematch with Andrade Cien Almas. And in 2 weeks, we're going to see Johnny Gargano and Andrade Cien Almas on NXT. Regal also says that he has a special idea, special plans for NXT TakeOver Houston, which makes it all that much more interesting because NXT TakeOver Houston, I'm waiting for it. I'm actually excited for that more than Survivor Series. Anything NXT, I'm excited more than the main roster. But the fact that Regal is hyping something special, I don't know what that could be, but you definitely got my attention. So we'll see what happens with that. But Gargano and Andrade Cien Almas in 2 weeks on NXT. Fun fact here, everybody was telling me that Andrade Cien Almas was not part of the WWE 2K18 DLC. Andrade requested that he didn't want to be in 2K18. I don't know why. I'm going to find out why. I'm going to ask some people. Why Andrade is not included or why he requested to not be included in WWE 2K18. Roderick Strong was interviewed before his title shot next week against Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre knows what he's in for. It may be business, but all business is personal. It's personal to him because he wants to be NXT champion. Now, only if the promo was that short, I feel like Roderick Strong was a little long-winded in his promo. It took him too long to get to the point, and he just dragged on tonight. Not doubting that it's going to be a great match, but Roddy needs to cut his promos down just a little bit because he's not really that good of a promo. And the more he goes on, the more cringe it becomes. The less effective it is for Roderick Strong. So I'm looking forward to the match, man. I think Roddy Strong and Drew McIntyre is going to be a hell of a match. So we'll see what happens with that. Moving on here, man. Liv Morgan versus Vanessa Bourne on NXT tonight. Vanessa Bourne, obviously from the Mae Young Classic. Liv Morgan, the ex-girlfriend of Enzo Amore. Enzo Annoying, Enzo Amore, whatever you guys are calling him nowadays. The guy sucks. The guy sucks, yet he is our Cruiserweight Champion. The one thing I noticed in this match tonight is Liv Morgan is actually a better wrestler than Enzo Amore. How can that be? I don't know. But I'm thinking maybe we should give the Cruiserweight Championship to Liv Morgan, being that she's a better wrestler than her ex-boyfriend, Enzo Amore. She might bring more prestige to the Cruiserweight Championship. She might bring more eyes to 205 Live. I know, I'd actually watch 205 Live more for Liv Morgan than I would for Enzo Amore. It's just an idea, because the guy sucks. But Liv Morgan went one-on-one with Vanessa Bourne. Vanessa Bourne is a very beautiful woman, man. Curly hair. She's an ex-Arizona Cardinal cheerleader, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Liv Morgan, drop toe hold, sends Bourne into the ropes. Enziguri to Vanessa Bourne to follow up. Bourne lifts her up, only to get caught in a code breaker that was very sloppily done. This match was 3 minutes, and it was 3 minutes of sloppiness. Didn't really do anything for me. Liv Morgan beats Vanessa Bourne tonight with a code breaker on NXT. Liv Morgan says she wants to be the next NXT Women's Champion. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Get in the back of the line, honey. It's going to be a lot of names waiting to get a shot at Kairi Sane when all is said and done. You, I don't think, is even going to make a dent in the NXT Women's Championship title picture, bro. Seriously. Not going to happen. Liv Morgan's got a long wait to go before she has NXT title, or at least NXT Women's Championship aspirations, man. Fabien Eichner. My God, man. If there's one thing that people are going to be talking about on this show, it's Fabien Eichner. If you guys remember Fabien Eichner, he was in the Cruiserweight Classic. He went one-on-one tonight with Cassius Ohno. And if there is ever a time where a wrestler made the most of his time in the ring, you're going to look at Fabien Eichner tonight. My God. My God. Fabien Eichner is a fucking stud. I'm going to let you guys know right now. Fabien Eichner did a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on Cassius. Oh no! Because every time he comes out, I yell, oh no. He did a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on Cassius Ohno. Now, Cassius Ohno's 270 pounds, 280 pounds. That's no small man, bro. Seriously, it's not. So, follow up to that, he does a springboard off the top rope, no hands. He goes from the running position to jump on the top rope, all in one fluid motion. The way he landed on Cassius Ohno on the outside, I don't believe it, man. The height that he got, the balance that Fabien Eichner showed tonight with that springboard, landed on Ohno on the outside, got a huge NXT chant from the Full Sail crowd. Eichner tries for a powerbomb, can't do it, can't pick up the big man. Ohno grabs a small package. Ohno, the size of Ohno, a man the size of Ohno doing a small package. Very impressive. Very impressive on someone who is, you know, as, I wouldn't say small, but the much smaller man compared to Cassius Ohno. Small package gets a 2 count. Power slam drops Ohno. He avoids a double springboard moonsault, which will look beautiful. It would have looked beautiful if he connected it. But Eichner showed his power and he showed his athleticism in this match. And he impressed. Even though he lost. Cyclone kick puts Eichner away at 5 minutes, man. Even though he lost tonight, Eichner looked like a fucking beast. And I can't wait to see more Fabien Eichner on NXT, man. Very, very good match. Very competitive match tonight for NXT. And this goes back to them fitting a lot in on a 1-hour show. We got 5 matches tonight. And they highlighted new talent. They got a lot out of that talent. And this was an hour well spent for NXT. Drew McIntyre had an interview saying that he's ready for Roderick Strong and whomever is next following Roderick Strong, because he does believe that he's going to beat Roderick Strong in 2 weeks, or actually next week on NXT. Adam Cole versus Eric Young. Adam Cole was in the ring. They were all standing in the ring were Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Adam Cole. Sanity came down. They're all at ringside. Cole asked during the interview how this place survived without them, meaning Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, and without him. You could feel the change in the air, says Cole, and the shock to the system that is the Undisputed. Cole says that they are the Undisputed, and this is their era. So there's the name said on NXT television for the first time. Now, this was a very, very short match, man. This really didn't do anything to showcase Adam Cole and what I know he can do in the ring. This was pretty much to get Adam Cole on NXT television and get him a win. Meanwhile, building the feud, the potential feud for Sanity and the Undisputed for NXT TakeOver Houston. Whether this means we get another Adam Cole-Eric Young match, or we get the Eric Young and Killian Dane team going up against Red Dragon, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'd love to see this happen before NXT TakeOver Houston. I'd like to see the Undisputed put away Sanity the best that they could, and then move on to NXT TakeOver Houston and challenge the UK guys. That's what I'd like to see. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I'd like to see. I know that was teased a little bit. Trent Seven, Wolfgang, and Tyler Bate versus Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. That's what I want to see at NXT TakeOver. Whether we see Sanity drop the titles to Red Dragon before then, I don't know. But I'm feeling more of a Undisputed UK feud more than I am a Undisputed Sanity feud for TakeOver. We got a little ways to go before that. But I'm letting you guys know that right now, I think right now the Sanity feud is kind of in the middle of what is really going to be pushed forward for NXT television. I think Sanity is pretty much going to be a buffer until we get to the UK guys. I think the UK guys are going to be featured on television. That's how I'd book it anyway. Now, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But that's how I'd book it going forward. And then Pete Dunne, you know, whether he defends the title at TakeOver Houston or not, I don't know. But I know I want to see Tyler Bate, Trent Seven, and Wolfgang versus Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish at TakeOver Houston. That's what I do. I just think Sanity is going to be the buffer for TakeOver Houston. But it was a decent match. Adam Cole, Eric Young got their shit in. And Adam Cole wins with a running knee to the face at 5 minutes and 35 seconds. So this was a lot of content in 1 hour of NXT, man. Lars Sullivan beat Oney Lorcan. Heavy Machinery beat Demetrius Bronson and Patrick Scott. Liv Morgan beat Vanessa Bourne in the only females match tonight. Cassius beat Fabien Eichner, who's going to be talked about a lot in this episode of NXT. And Adam Cole, making his NXT debut, beat Eric Young with obviously outside interference, just causing a whole bunch of problems. Eric Young was defeated by Adam Cole with a running knee to the face on NXT television this week. Can't wait to see what happens next week, man. NXT was very, very good tonight. Very fun show. And if you guys enjoy the video, hit that thumbs up. I'm going to try and go live with Joe tonight, man. We're going to see what happens with Out of Nowhere. So if you guys enjoy the video, hit that thumbs up. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more news and rumors right here on the channel. And then Friday for Off the Script, episode 189. I am JD. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a great night. I'll see you for Out of Nowhere. And I'll see you tomorrow for more news and rumors right here on the channel. I'll talk to you later.